You don't.
There is no truth. Is that true, sir?
Yes. What if there isn't?
What if there isn't? It's absurd to hypothesize that there is no truth, because the question assumes truth. People ask me, how do I know that this Bible is true? I'll tell you. I know this Bible is true because if you reject it, you can't make sense of your question.
That didn't make any sense.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
Well, I'll
You're
explain
not
it to
answering
you.
the question.
I'll explain it to you.
How is it true?
I'll explain to you. Say, how do you know that this Bible is true? What does that question assume? That a question assumes a standard of truth. Truth makes no sense without God. Because if you just have evolution, you just have brain fizz. You can't get truth from a brain fizz. What is truth, sir?
You keep asking that question and expect a different response. If that's the crux
right.
of your argument,
what
you
I'm
have
saying
no
is
argument.
unless you start
because
with
you
the
haven't
God that
answered
everybody
it
knows
other
exists,
than
you can't know anything to be true.
I'm just talking. I'm not going to talk about like things. I'm just talking. Your argument right now is so just circular the whole time.
It's circular reasoning fallacious, sir.
You ask the same 3 questions or 5.
Well, we'll talk about circularity.
No, you talk about the same 3.
We'll talk about circularity. We'll move the conversation on.
By circular reasoning, you are making things sound true that aren't true. You're altering ideas. You're altering.
Well, we weren't talking about truth anymore now, sir. We have already agreed on that.
Sorry. You're altering. Whatever. You're altering all these things, and what we're saying to make it go with your argument, that's wrong.
It's wrong.
Yes.
Well, we're not talking about truth anymore, so now we're talking about logic.
I'm not having a logical argument. I'm just telling you what you're doing is,
Okay,
hey, I'm just telling you, but your logical arguments, it's not helping. No one is buying it. No one buys it.
Do you believe in logic, sir?
No one. Hey, I'm talking. No one is buying this.
I can't make them buy it. Do you know why people aren't
People
buying
would
it?
actually
They
believe
love
it
their
if you
sin.
did not go.
Do you know what
"Well,
everybody's
what's truth?
thinking out
Well,
here?
What's that? Just.
This man is saying that my argument is circular, and he has a
They
problem
are,
with it.
if you can't see
Hang on, let me finish. He has a problem with circularity, and so do I. Circular reasoning is absolutely fallacious.
Can I go?
Let me finish. Let me finish. Do you know why? Because I believe in absolute laws of logic. Logic is universal. It applies to all people at all times everywhere. Logic is not made of matter. You can't go buy a pound of logic in the store, and logic does not change. God is universal. God is not made of matter, and God does not change. Hang on. I can make sense of logic in my worldview. There's a man who says that I'm arguing illogically. My question is, where do you get logic without God?
That's not what I'm asking. I'm just
You're saying your logic.
You're accusing me of a logical fallacy. Where do you get logic without God? Where does logic come from, sir?
We're not talking.
We went from truth to logic.
You don't need God to see how this is going around in a circle. You're asking circular.
Yeah.
You're giving examples that don't apply. They simply just don't apply to the situations. They change what we say, and that is wrong. I don't have to have logic. I can believe nothing. I
don't have to have logic? Okay, I'm going to prove that God exists.
Hold on. I don't have to have logic to see that your argument is just going back and forth.
You don't need logic to see that?
No, I don't need logic to see that.